Hey guys, I thought I would make a quick little tutorial for using my Kill Team Datacard templates I made for the 2021 version of Games Workshop's Kill Team. They're all in my Google Drive, link in the description, and they're all SVG files that can be edited with your favorite SVG editor, or in my case, I've been using Inkscape. So I'm going to open up first of all, one of my completed cards. Say we'll open Kenji from my Space Marine Kill Team. This is what it looks like in the end. I do request, if you're going to use my cards, don't just print them as is. Go in and put a little effort editing the text to fit your own team if you're not making it for a completely different faction than what I have. It's easy enough to open your favorite editor and just change the text and get everything all good for what you need. So, but let's go over here into a Tau card, because I haven't put pictures in my Tau cards yet. So we're going to open my Pathfinder Chasui. And here's how he looks. And so then I'm going to go over to Kill Team, Operative Pictures, Tau. I've got his operative picture here. I've also used the Windows photo editor to crop a picture of him. So first of all, we need to look at the size of the triangle, which is 1.272 inches high. And then we'll come over here. We'll drag and drop his photo into Inkscape. Import. He's really huge. That's okay. Lock these two dimensions together. 1.272 inches high. Boom. Now if we zoom out, we can find him. He's way over here. Drag him over here. Boom. Then we can come over to here. And let's zoom in a little bit with our plus key. We can bring him right here. And then we can even use our arrow keys to bring him down and line him up with the little triangle. Now we're going to need a second copy of the triangle for clipping, so we'll copy the triangle and we'll paste it in place so that it's on top of him. And then we can highlight both he and the triangle, right click, set clip. Now he's in the triangle. And then what we can do is we can, actually we will lower him. Yeah, there we go. We'll leave him where he is. Then we'll come onto this extra triangle and we'll go down here to fill in stroke. And we'll get the eyedropper tool and just grab some of the background. I mean, it's not a perfect transition between his image background and his card background, but it's better than it was. And it doesn't require a lot of manual selecting and removing the background from his image. If you want to take the time to do all of that, you can. I'm just trying to quickly get the image of my model into the triangle at this point. So now he's in there. We've edited up all of our stuff. And this card should print on a 6x4 index card. So once you have all your text and everything how you'd like it, and your image put in the triangle like we did just there, you can just save the card and off you go. So all you got to do is get out whatever camera equipment you like to use. I just used my cell phone, and photograph your minis and then put them in there. I've made the 18 members of my Space Marine kill team roster. 2 of them were lost in the transition to kill team 21. I've made all my Tau cards, and I've made my Chaos Marine cards as well. But in my drive, I have uploaded the various weapon combinations, but not any duplicates. Like, among my 18 guys, there's about 7 or 8 of them that are just regular bolters. So I didn't upload all of those. I gave you 1 bolter to work from. So if you need a bolter, there's a bolter. If you need a Chaos Heavy bolter, here's a Chaos Heavy bolter. There's also narrative cards. I made, let's open it up here. I made for narrative cards, I made this card that you can print on the back side of your operative cards for narrative information for if you're playing a campaign. I also made a narrative data card pretty much exactly what's in the book, except for I added checkmark boxes for the specialisms. If you wanted to, you could easily remove those checkmark boxes. Just, click delete, and you could get rid of the little triangles here and go back to how they have it in the book with the circling your specialism. But I felt like a checkmark box was cleaner, so that's why I did that. I also have in here, I also have uploaded in my drive as well the Narrative Dataslate. So you can make any changes you want to fluff that out, or you could come along and copy this kill team name, paste in place, drag it down into here where you have your text box, and you could call this Memoirs of Istvan, or whatever the name of your kill team is. And you could fill most of this out on the computer if you didn't want to write it in at the time you're playing the tournament, and then just print it like this. This is the only data card I've made that isn't designed for a 6x4 index card. This one is designed for landscape 8.5 by 11. So, and now keep in mind I haven't printed any of these yet. So your mileage may vary in terms of printing them. I don't guarantee that your printer will be able to print them perfectly. That all depends on your printer and you doing it. But my plan was to print them and then to laminate them so that during games I can use my wound tracker down here and mark off wounds as an operative gets wounded. I have to thank, there's a Reddit user that I have to thank. I forget his name now. Messages, hang on. Tortuga Team is his user. And he is the one, he initially created the template, which I started with, which was this guy here. He created this, and I modified from his template into what I have in my Google Drive. I took out all the little icons and made the text bigger because I felt I didn't need the icons, and I wanted something to be as neat and clean as possible for when I'm teaching my wife kill team, because she has her own 3 kill teams, and she's gone and used my template to modify her own data cards for her sisters and her Eldar and her Thousand Sons. So, yeah, I changed this to match what I wanted for mine. And so that's how you can edit the data cards from my templates. If you want to download them and make your data cards, go right ahead. I'm happy to see other people use this template, as was Tortuga Team, or he wouldn't have released it to the Reddit viewing public. But just do know, I would prefer if you would get rid of my names and my flavor text when you make your data cards. Anyways, I'm also very new to Inkscape, I should mention. So don't expect me to necessarily be able to help you if you have problems. Your mileage may vary. But, yeah. Have a good evening.